Hola amigos, and welcome back to another one of my Bring a Blanket live writing and productivity sprints. If you haven't been here before, my name is Emma Bennet. I write contemporary romance and the occasional children's picture book. It's a very relaxed stream here. We tend to do either 25-minute sprints or 20-minute ones. I'm tending to prefer 25 minutes at the moment, but if you have a preference, please let me know in the chat. Also, let me know that you're here. Let me know that you can hear and see me okay, and what you're going to be working on. We're very supportive here, and we like to cheer each other on and celebrate each other's successes, as well as commiserating when things don't quite go our way. We do whatever we like during the sprints. I'm going to be writing today, but some people might be teaching their kids. They might be cooking, answering emails, journaling. Anything goes. It's just nice to have a little bit of accountability if you're trying to get something finished. And, it's just nice to have some friends here to chat to in between the sprints. So, yeah, I think I will start with a 25-minute sprint if that is okay. I've been using HK Darkwood's very, very pretty timers, and I have been enjoying those greatly. So I think I will get another one of those. She is very artistic, and so I do enjoy her timers. Make sure that you check out her channel if you haven't already. I will put a link to it at some point during today's proceedings. Let me see. So we need a 25-minute one, really, don't we? Why am I saying 30-minute? Oh, right. There's a cat one, but that's got purring. I feel that might be a little much. There's also one with typewriter sounds, but again, I feel it might be a little much. I think we'll just go. Well, this one's got typewriter as well. I don't know. It might be that it's a little much. Let's have a look. Oh, Katie's saying hi. And Aramis is here, but again, I can't see him. I'm so sorry. Katie says, I'm so cold. Yeah, right back at you. It started snowing again here. And the kids are very, very, very grumpy in case their kayaking gets cancelled tomorrow because of it. But it's not settling or anything. So I don't know. How do people feel about typewriter sounds in the background? Will that be really annoying, or would that be cool? I don't know. Katie, if you could let me know if Aramis says anything, because I can't actually check it on my phone at the moment. Actually, I haven't got my phone with me, so that's fun. Right, we want 25-minute timer. I'll find another one in case people don't fancy the typewriter sounds. Katie says, was planning on writing, but struggling to defrost enough to use my hands. Oh, fingerless gloves. I might go and find myself some in a minute, actually. Okay, well, the typewriter sound one is very pretty. So why don't we try the typewriter sound one, as Katie says she doesn't mind. And then if anybody is driven completely insane by it, first of all, I can just silence the typewriting in the middle of it if anybody's being driven insane, or we'll just try a different one for next time. I think that'd be cool, but I'm making sure that it's set back to 25 because I'm not missing 3 seconds of my timer because it's stuck at 24:57 at the moment. Okie dokie. Awesome. Okay, right. I want to get that right back at the beginning. Right, okay, let's get this right back at the beginning and then we will start. Snug. Right. There we go. Okay, so we are going to be sprinting in 3, 2, 1, let's write. Right, well, there we go. That is the end of our first sprint. Let me know how that went for you. Personally, we are never using that timer again. That was driving me completely insane. So I have another one ready for the next sprint. Frankly, this has turned into a dictatorship. I don't care if everybody else loved it. I can't work under these conditions. It's also freezing here and it's snowing. It's actually coming down pretty well now, but I don't think it's like laying. But yeah, it looks very pretty anyway. We were snowed on when we went out for our dog walk earlier, but it really was only a little bit. It was just kind of annoying because it kept like going down my neck. It's like, oh. So yeah, there we go. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the chats. I know Katie is very cold. Poor thing. I still can't see Aramis, which is really, really sad, but I'll keep an eye on my phone in case he says anything. I pointed out that SD Houston is also live. She does really fantastic sprints and she's using her super cute kitten timer today. So if you want to kind of do some sprint hopping, you will not be offended. Hop over and see her. I've put the link in the chats. Joanne joined us and is saying hi. And seeing how everybody is. I was complaining about the typewriter sound. Oh, a warning to you all. I am going to be very, very whingy today. Okay. I will tell you about my phone in a bit. It's super annoying. So Joanne is hoping that Katie and I warm up soon. She's doing good, just about to enjoy some homemade golden tea. So I said, what's golden tea? And she replied, I meant golden milk, which really doesn't help at all because I don't know what golden milk is either. So there we go. AB's here. Hello. Kate Elizabeth says the typing was a little fast. Yeah, were you just like, oh my God, I can't keep up with this. Right, and Joanne says, oh, she uses hot water, aniseed star, ginger and turmeric for it. Cool, very nice and sounds very health-giving. I like it. Right, let me just, and Aramis said 33 words. I'm trying, but I'm not very productive today. Release was great, but I think it took it out of me along with all the writing I've been doing lately. Release days are so peculiar. It builds up, and then it happens, and it's like, it's, I don't know, maybe that's just me. And it's always really nice, and people say nice things, but I don't know, you always feel a little bit deflated afterwards. Find like the build up is so big to getting your book. But anyway, so right, before we go into the second sprint, let me just have a whinge about my phone. So my stupid phone, it's an iPhone, and it's what I use to film my videos, and the camera has stopped working completely. Like it's just black. So you turn it on, and both for photo, for video, well, for anything on there, it's just completely black. So I got in touch with Apple yesterday, who were really, really good, really helpful, but they basically said that it's a hardware issue, and I need to get it fixed, basically. So I currently don't have anything to film on, which is very frustrating. I mean, we do have other phones in the house, but yeah, I'll sort something out. It is just pretty frustrating. I do already have my video all done and ready for Friday though, and I have something that I can put up for Monday as well. So it's not a disaster straight away, but I can't film any shorts or anything. Nia, Vixen of Fiction, there we go, is here. Hi Nia, thank you so much for dropping by. How is Loki? I hope that he's with you. Loki is Nia's pug and he's super cute, and she utilizes him to the full. Yeah, and I like that. I like the fact that he is in your videos and in your streams and things. My dogs just won't stay still for long enough for me to do much with them. Everybody says, we want to see more of the dogs. And I'm like, I can't catch them on camera. I can't. Like, I could try and get Paris to come up here now, and he'd just like whack me out of the way, and it would just be crazy. It wouldn't be good. That's him talking now, by the way, because he thinks someone is coming downstairs. Oh, Loki is great. He's having a play date. That's amazing. My dog Hector, my other chocolate Labrador, his girlfriend actually, he hasn't seen her for so long because we moved, and now they don't really get a chance to see each other. It's very, very tragic. Okay, so let us get into another 25 minutes. This is a timer, another timer by HK Darkwood, but no typewriter sounds. I'm sorry about the sounds from Paris, but what can we do? My house is a madhouse. So let's do some writing in 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's our sprint done with. How did it go for you? I hope it was fantastic. Let me know if you'd rather move to 20-minute ones. As I said, I'm quite liking the 25 minutes though. Let's have a look and see what was going on in the chat. And yeah, let me know how you did. I think where we got up to was Nia saying that she got Loki during a Camp Nano, so he's been raised in the AuthorTube community. That is awesome. He is such a celebrity. And Aramis was saying, because he was saying that he's not like really being productive today. He's not getting many words done. And he said it's all the marketing that goes along with it, meaning his publication day, because Aramis had a new book out last Saturday. We'll do some links later, and I'll make sure that I drop that one in. Yes, it's all the marketing that goes along with it. It eats up a lot of time. Don't mind it, but I'm very tired. It doesn't help that I'm running on too little sleep. Sorry, I'll stop complaining now. And I said that we should have today as our complaining day because I'm very complainy. I was going to be made a cup of tea, but no one can find my tea bags. So that's my complaint for this break. And then we were joined by Shadow, Shadow's Lair, who says, not writing this morning, but dropped in to hit the like button, which is so kind. So I was doing quite well, but actually, do you know what? I'm going to have two whinges. So my first whinge is about the tea bags. My second whinge is that Google Docs has decided that it's not happy. It's not playing ball on my computer today, so I'm not able to use Google Docs at the moment. But that's okay. I've just moved on to pen and paper. Yeah, I've got quite a lot that I can get done there. So that is not a disaster. And maybe in a little bit, it will decide that it's happier. Aramis says 32 words. I think I need to take a break. Yeah, I think so. If it's not coming, you can't force it. If I was you, I'd go out, go and get some fresh air if you can, or do something completely different, and kind of let it like ferment, and it'll come to you when it's ready. There's no point in forcing it. And Katie says, finally feeling warm enough to be productive. My husband had put the heater in this room for me so that I'd be warm, but it's too noisy to have on when I'm speaking to you guys. So it had to be taken out, but it's being used by other members of the family anyway, who are very grateful. So that's good. There we go. The snow is, looks like the snow's kind of slowing down a bit here. It's still not sticking at all. Like, what's the point? Seriously, snow, what's the point if you're not going to stick, if you're just going to be rubbish? There is no point, is there? Aramis says, thanks, Emma, I'll do that. Well, that's sad because Aramis will be leaving us. But if it's for his own good, then what can we do? Please, as my banner says, please make sure that you boop the like button if you haven't had a chance to already. It really does make such a difference for my channel. YouTube loves that like button being booped, and it shows my stuff to so many different people. Cool. All right, then. So let's get into another lovely sprint, another 25 minutes. I'm happy with the quiet one. If anybody isn't, just let me know, but I'm not going back to the noisy typewriter. I will not do it to myself. I just won't. Okay, so let's get productive, and I'm going to go and find my tea bags in 3, 2, 1. Let's write. How did that go for you? Let's make me a little bit bigger here while I chat to you. I am very, very small on screen there. There we go. That's better. Has anybody else got a blanket today? Katie Elizabeth, I imagine that you have, because you've been very, very chilly, haven't you? Right, let's have a look and see what's going on in the chat. Big news here is that I managed to find the tea bags. Someone had put them in a very, very strange cupboard in the kitchen, but at least they have been found now. And I also got the next load of washing on and put some washing in the dryer and important things like that. Delicious. So Margaret Pinnard has dropped in. My husband teases me about how I say your name. He says that it's like, for some reason, it's weird the way that I say it. Like, I don't know, like you're a complete celebrity or something, like the Margaret Pinnard. I don't talk about you a lot, I promise. Like, I'm not weird like that. It's just when I'm telling him what I'm doing and the fact that we're doing a live together. So don't think that I spend my evenings just like talking to my husband about you, Margaret. It's not that weird, I promise. Anyway, Margaret says, oh, it's one more day till I get to go on Emma's channel. Yes, it's gonna be really cool. She says, pinging the like button from phone in bed before getting up for reels. Cool. Yeah, because of where Margaret lives, it didn't suit her to do the live at the usual time. So tomorrow is going to be later. It's going to be at 8 p.m. GMT time, which I think is like 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but make sure you check that. But there's a link for the live anyway, if you would be interested in joining us. And I said that I'd found the tea bags in the chat. So AB was celebrating with me, which is very kind. And AB also says, did some work on a non-fiction picture book, about to clean up the garage a bit now and also start lunch. Lovely. I hope you get to eat something yummy. And Katie Elizabeth says, I was a little bit productive. Maybe if you write quickly enough, it'll warm you up a little bit more. There's a thought. I don't know. It might not be a very good thought, but it's a thought. At least you're getting something done anyway. How was brownies last night in the library? I hope you all had fun. Have you got snow where you are? Have you got proper snow? Has ours stopped now? No, it hasn't stopped, but it's not doing anything. It's kind of more like sleet now. It's just, yeah, it's just a bit pathetic, to be honest. But I know that some people have had proper interesting snow. I know that quite a few of the schools are closed in Wales, but I'm guessing none of the ones around here, because I can't really see the necessity for that. But and Rachel popped in. Hi, Rachel, and says, hi, Emma. Thank you so much for popping in. Oh, and well, everyone, I think you're just saying hi to me. That's fine. And Katie Elizabeth says, questioning why humans don't hibernate. No proper snow. There's no point, is there, if there's no proper snow? It's just stupid. I love playing in snow. It's super fun. Although I don't miss getting snowed in like we used to when we lived on the farm. That was just ridiculous. It was like 4 snowflakes came down and it's like, oh, well, we're stuck. We can't get out the drive. So, yeah. Which could definitely be a little bit frustrating. And Katie says, the library was fun, found one of your books. Oh, that's cool. But it was one I'd already read, so I didn't take it out. I always take it out anyway, and then you can always just return it straight away, and I get the public lending right money. always take my books out of libraries, even if you just like return them again 10 minutes later. It's always worth it. Always. That's cool. I wonder, which one was it? Can you remember? I'm just wondering, because I'm just getting in touch. I've been getting in touch with libraries about falling in love at Nightingale Farm, and a few have got back to me and have been awesome and have ordered copies. But quite a few just haven't got back to me, which is unusual because usually they do. So I'm hoping that they haven't changed like their email addresses, and I might need to start calling round. I do actually have a video somewhere about getting your books into libraries if there are any watching who want more information about that, because it is something that's possible to do, but it can be a little bit of a pain to do, especially if they don't order. If your book's kind of available through Amazon and they don't order through Amazon, then what I do is I order the books myself and get them sent directly to the library. Katie Elizabeth says, I didn't know that was a thing. Yes, I am. And next time I go, I will. It was Starstruck. Oh, yeah. So Starstruck, I really did get a lot of libraries to buy. That was cool. I did a video, I think like a couple of months ago, about the public lending right as well, PLR. So basically what happens in lots of countries, in the UK, but also in America, I'm not sure about Canada, but in a lot of countries, is you don't need to feel bad about not buying an author's book and borrowing it from the library, because at the end of the year, the author gets some money for each borrow. So it used to be like 7p, but it's gone up a lot. Now I'm wanting to say it's 35p a borrow. I knew about it for the video, but my mind is like a sieve. Yeah, I'm wanting to say it's like 35p a borrow. So every time your book is borrowed from, it's normally like a main library. Sometimes the little branch ones don't count, but yeah, you get this money and it's paid out in February, I think it is, at the beginning of February, and it's just a really nice little extra for authors. So yeah, definitely, if there's an author that you really like and you want to support them, take their book out of the library. Where are we now? We are with Rachel. Rachel said, I saw the pics of gems on the newsletter, and yes, I collect stones, gems, and rocks. I would have been happy at the festival. What have I missed? Have I missed something? What have I missed? Newsletter? Gems? I'm confused. Rachel, can you like throw some light on the subject, because I'm deeply confused. Kate Elizabeth said they also have Her Perfect Hero, but someone had taken that out. Oh, that's good. I like it when people buy them. And Rachel says, that's such a good idea. The library, I didn't know how that works. Yeah. It's really, really nice. The only thing is that a lot of authors don't know that it works, and so they're not signed up for it. So all you need to do, I go into it in the video, but basically there's a website that you go to and you just put your books in and they make sure that it's you, it's eligible for the money, and then yeah, it gets paid to you once a year, and it's completely brilliant. But yeah, it drives me mad when authors don't know about it, because it really is just extra money that's coming to you, which we definitely like. And especially because the money's gone up such a lot, it's like a proper amount of money that comes to you. When I first started out, I remember when I had just like one book that I self-published, I think my first PLR payment was like £1.26 or something, but it didn't matter. It was so happy. I was so happy. It was so exciting. All right, so Rachel is giving more information about the newsletter. Rachel says, was this not your newsletter? I may have mixed it up with another Emma. I actually follow 5 authors named Emma. LOL, sorry. She had gone to a gem festival. No, I have never been to a gem festival. That was definitely another Emma. Well, that sounds kind of cool. I was going to make a joke about it, but unless you've watched Big Bang Theory, you wouldn't get the joke. So it's probably not worth it, because probably everybody hasn't watched that. Rachel says, but do you have to go to the libraries to get them to ask for it, to get the money, or to get the books? So to get the money, all you do is you go to, like in the UK, it's the PLR website, and you just put the book titles in, and then any borrows across any of the libraries are recorded and you get the money. What I do to get my books in libraries, because I'm not with like a big publisher is I have contacts at the libraries basically in Wales, and I will contact them when I've got a new book out and say, hey, I've got a new book out. Would you be interested in ordering copies? And they either order it directly themselves, or some of them, as I say, come through me and they're like, yeah, we'd like 5 copies, we'd like 6 copies or whatever. I get it sent directly to them through Amazon, and then I invoice them, is how that works. Right, Rachel says, I love Big Bang Theory. Oh, cool. Then rock show was the joke I was going to make about the Gem Festival. So there we go. Love Bert. Okie dokes. Let's get into another 25 minutes. I'm writing lots of cool stuff. I do like writing with pen and paper, I have to say. There's something very lovely about it. So I'm quite enjoying that I'm doing that at the moment. Although I will attempt to get my Google Docs back up again at the moment. And Rachel's laughed at my joke, so I'm guessing that she got it. Yay. Okay, right. Let's get back to work. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. There you go. How did you do? I cannot believe that we've been going for more than 2 hours now. I'm actually quite warm, to be honest, thanks to my blanket. Does anybody else have a blanket around them today, apart from Katie? Let's have a look and see how you guys have done and what you're up to. If you're just joining us, make sure that you let me know what you're working on. Paige popped in briefly to say hi. She says, happy Wednesday. Emma, I'm off to my 9 o'clock appointment, hugging the like button on my way by. Thank you very much. It always seems very strange to me, though, that it's like she's off to a 9 a.m. appointment and it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon here. Like, it's just peculiar that there's people kind of on here from different continents. I don't know. And SD has rejoined us. She's finished with her stream. How did it go? Were you productive? Your streams are always so lovely and chatty. I spend most of my time chatting when I join you, but that's cool. And I said, I was just having like an amusing few moments, and I kind of love that you guys have no idea about the shit amount of mayhem that goes on behind the scenes during these streams. Honestly, it's so funny because I've got just like a bookshelf behind me. So obviously you can't see the stuff on the other side with people coming and going and dogs doing things and just absolute craziness. How I manage to pull it together for the few minutes in between sprints sometimes is beyond me, and sometimes I don't. Let's face it. But that's what you guys love about being here. You never know what's going to happen. Katie Elizabeth says, I have my dressing gown on over my clothes. So does one of my boys. He's basically been dressed like that since November. I think he thought that that was his personal style. But I'm sure he doesn't mind sharing that with you. And then SD said, I don't know, maybe I don't know if I could get away with a dressing gown. Like there's a certain element of sophistication around my blankets. I'm not sure whether I'd, be on screen with a dressing gown. My dressing gown is stupid anyway. It's like a really thin one. It doesn't even keep me very warm. SD says, I got a lot of brainstorming done, 1,006 words added to my brainstorming document for my next book. That is awesome. Aren't you exhausted though because you were working so hard to get your last book off to your readers? And it doesn't seem like you've had any time off at all, bless you. Like I always, like after Nano, I just basically took December off. I mean, I did a little bit of stuff, but really not much at all. I was kind of catching up on like the house stuff that I hadn't been able to do and things like that. And my brain was just completely frazzled. Unfortunately, I won't be able to like do much of that after this month, and because then we've got Nano. I'm really busy this month and I can't move what I need to do this month, and then we got Camp Nano, and then it's all a bit crazy for the next few months. So he said I took a week off. Fair enough. I must have missed that, and that refilled my creative well. Fair enough. I'm glad that you did. And Rachel says, I just made an order, bookmarks, and with my new logos, I plan on focusing on writing and not marketing the end of the day and evening. Cool. Where did you get them ordered from? I've had business cards before. Oh, and I had some posters printed out many moons ago that looked really, really cool because I was doing like a couple of library events. So I had big posters made up of my book covers, which was pretty good. SD says, not writing feels like I'm missing a limb. Fair enough. And Katie Elizabeth says, I'm still not 100%. Oh, otherwise I would be in a cardigan with a blanket. I do love how I can use my arms in a dressing gown, though. Yeah, that could potentially be a game changer. Do you think I could get away with calling these dressing gown live writing and productivity sprints? Would that be even more my thing? This could go viral. Let's face it. There we go. I definitely think I need to sort out some fingerless gloves. I do have some somewhere. Oh, I know. The ones I've got are like really chunky ones because they're made from goats. Is it goat's wool, presumably? Somebody bought them for me like a couple of Christmases ago, and they're made from goat wool, and so they're cool, but they're really, really clunky. So clunky, is that a word? That's a word with like a car. They're like chunky. That's the word I'm going for. They're chunky, so I don't know how easy it would be to type with them. And Rachel says, what does Rachel say? I got a special promotion for Vistaprint. Oh, yeah, that's who I used before. And I've not used them in quite a while, but thought I'd give them a shoot. They did well before. Yeah, they made the posters for me. Cool. What are the bookmarks for? Have you got a particular purpose for them, or is it just so that you've got author bookmarks? Either way, it's pretty cool. Okay, so it is 5:15 here. Now, so we'll start another sprint and then I'll look at what the time is after that as to what we do after that. We might just finish off with a 20-minute sprint rather. But what I wanted to do this sprint is what I did yesterday and I think was really, really nice, is that we did like a sprint where we were sharing all of our links. So if anybody has got anything that they would like to share that you'd like other people to check out, use this time now and the next 25-minute sprint to share all that. Make sure you check out each other's stuff. Mama Magai was here yesterday and did an amazing job of putting everybody's things out, but I'll do a few now and anybody just pop their things. I'll do some for Aramis, make sure that everybody gets to see Aramis's new book if you're interested, because he's not here anymore. Yeah, and anybody who's kind of left, I'll see if I can find something from them as well. Okay, so let's get, let me just, so Rachel says, I don't want to miss this. Rachel says, I've signed up for several Lovell conventions and some online promotional events that I wanted to use them for. I don't know what a Lovell is. That I don't know what that is. There we go. Maybe it's a misspelling. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just something I'm not cool enough to know. But cool. Anyway, right. Let's do some more sprinting. Let's be awesome and productive. If I can sort the timer out. Why am I so bad with the timers? Just why? There we go. Okay. Right. So let's do some sprinting in 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. How did you do with that one, guys? I have got some really cool ideas for this manuscript. I cannot wait till I can properly share about it with you guys. I'm hoping it will be by next week. I just can't really at the moment, but yeah, hopefully soon. I have to say, you guys were rubbish about sharing your links. Where is self promo with you people? Seriously? So Shadow said, still lurking. I do game and write usually Monday and Wednesday. I'm not doing mine today, but that's my self promo today. Sure, we need a link to your channel though. Yeah, so that people can find you easily. And then lovely SD was linking other people instead of herself, which is very kind, Shannon, but self promo. So I stuck some links down. Aramis, who isn't here anymore, to his new book, which is doing so well. It is rather steamy though. Apparently, I stuck my own website there. Margaret isn't here anymore, so I popped her channel and Nia's channel and Paige's channel. I stuck SD's on there. And Shannon's books and Margaret's books as well. SD said, sorry, got distracted with multiple messages coming in. I meant to link other people. So I called her a silly sausage, which I think was fair. And Rachel says, running to get some lunch. If you've gone when I get back, I hope you have a good day. And Katie's having to pop off as well. She says, that went okay. I've got to rush off now to make food. Thanks for the sprints, Emma. No problem at all, Katie. I hope that you can join us tomorrow evening. If not, then I'm back at the usual time on Friday at 3 p.m. So GMT, that is. Katie knew what I meant. She's UK time anyway, so that's fine. Okie dokes. So because it's getting quite late here, I'm just going to finish off with a 20-minute timer. I've got a cute little one by HK here. It is set second into the timer. I cannot get it to move from that. So we are going to be doing a 19-minute and 59-second timer in a minute. And this is going to be the final sprint for today. And then I get to cook my supper, which is going to be some salmon and some sweet potatoes and some salad. And I am going to be all ready for that. Oh, there we go. I think I did get it right. There we go. Yay. I'm so clever. Okie dokes. Right, brilliant. Okay, so let's get into this final sprint so that I can go and make my food. So we will be sprinting in 3, 2, 1. Let's write. There we go. That is the end of our final sprint. How did you do with that? I think I finally sorted out one of my major plot problems. It was kind of my heroine's reason for not wanting to leave somewhere, and I hadn't quite got it sorted, but I hope that I have now. So that's really good. I kind of don't want to end though, because I'm like, oh, I know what I'm doing now, and I can carry on and do loads more writing, but I am absolutely ravenous. I've now been talking about food in the chat, which has made me even more hungry. Never a good thing. Sorry. Right. So let's have a look and see what you guys were up to before we head off. And we were joined by Heather's Heroes and Heroines, and I popped her link in the chat. She's doing some reading and journaling. I'm very sorry that you caught us in the final sprint, but I will be doing more live sprints with Margaret Pennard tomorrow at 8 p.m. GMT time, and I'll be back here just by myself at 3 p.m. GMT time on Friday as usual. Joanne is also back, and she was telling me to get something to eat, and I was like, I am, as soon as I finished here. Yeah, and I was just telling her what I was going to have to eat, basically, and about my poor youngest who has a humongous mouth ulcer and a very sore mouth. So I'm doing some extra potatoes for him because he's not that keen on sweet potatoes. If any of you needed that information. If not, then just ignore me. We were also joined by Mama Magai, who I can't see on the restream things, but I can on the phone. Her head is still not good, which is absolutely rubbish. So I really hope that she begins to feel better soon. This has been going on for far too long. SD says, started transferring my newsletter to a new platform. Oh, of course, yeah, because weren't you using MailChimp? And MailChimp has now set the limit much, much lower for amazing people like you who have got like thousands of subscribers. And AB says, yum, just started lunch. Cool. I hope you enjoy that. Awesome. Okay, so I am going to head off, make myself some supper, and then I'm hoping I can do a little bit more work after that. But we are going to finish watching the final episode of Firefly. We've been making our way through that and thoroughly enjoying it. SD says I was already paying a lot on MailChimp. Oh, it's your fault for being too popular. People like me who are not so popular, we don't have to worry about it at all. Okay, anyway, like I say, I will be back tomorrow, but at a different time. It's 8 p.m. GMT time, which I believe is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will be with Margaret Pennard, so that should be loads and loads of fun. Heather says that she's thinking about doing her own sprint. Fair enough. Sounds like a good idea. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people who want to join you for that. Okay, hopefully I will see some of you guys tomorrow or on Friday.